So, I uploaded a few clips from my last tier list to TikTok, and I saw a few comments on it claiming that I ranked Minecraft too low on the tier list, or that Minecraft wasn't dead because of the Dream SMP. So, I am repenting from my sins, and to prove that I have changed, I am ranking the Dream SMP members. I knew nothing about the Dream SMP before this, so I did a little research about the lore of the server to make sure I give an accurate ranking. As always, welcome to the Dream SMP member tier list. Everything on this list is factual and not an opinion, so if you disagree, you are wrong. First up is Dream. He is huge in the Minecraft community. He is also a big part of the server. He is actually so important to the story of the Dream SMP that he named himself after the server. His goal in the server is to speedrun the game before the hunters kill him. The only bad thing is that he makes everyone else seem bad at the game because he's so good at Minecraft, it's almost like he's cheating. So, with all things considered, Dream weighs in at a B. Now, on to Ninja. I don't know much about Ninja on the Dream SMP, but what I do know is that he's basically the main protagonist. According to the wiki, Ninja is a special guest, which means that he is a special member to the server. Plus, Ninja is actually the owner of the SMP. He is also the most popular Minecrafter in the world, and I think that him starting the server is reason enough to give him S tier. I did the next two in the wrong order, so I'm going to rank them at the same time. So the next member is Wilmer Soot. In the Dream SMP lore, he started something called Lemanberg. It's basically an iceberg that only men are allowed on. Wilmer thought that women had too many rights on the server, so he decided to take matters into his own hands and limit their rights by not letting them on his iceberg. J-Shat, on the other hand, was a social activist fighting for women's rights, and he was not going to put up with this misogyny, and decided to take over the sexist iceberg and allow women in. He even changed the name to Unisexberg, but sadly, J-Shat was eventually assassinated by Wilmer, and then all of the women that had entered Unisexberg were executed. The name eventually returned to Lemanberg also. So Wilmer Soot gets an A tier for being such a good antagonist, and J-Shat gets an S for his powerful movement for women's rights. Plus, he is dearly beloved by all of the Minecraft community, which can only help his score. Tommy Innit is an easy one. He goes down here in ill British. He's British. He has in it in his name. Actually, now that I think about it, Wilmer Soot might be British also. Yeah, I think he is. So he's going down here as well. Next up is Sapnap. He is one of the hunters that chases Dream on the SMP. But other than that, he doesn't do much, which lands him right in the D category. Next is George Not Found. Apparently, all the cool kids call him Gogi, or Googie, for some reason. So, I'll call him that too. So, Googie goes in D category, for the same reason as Sapnap. All they do is hunt Dream as he speedruns. Next up is Techno Sword. He is Dream's pet pig in the SMP. He is apparently the best fighter on the entire server, and is even known to be better than his owner, so that makes him an A. Now, on to KSI. And yes, I know he's British, but he isn't that British, so it doesn't count. He's another one that the wiki said was a special guest, so again, this makes him important. Also, he is a rapper, and is making a Dream SMP song featuring Dream. This alone makes him S tier. Laserbeam is another S tier. He's another species of British that likes kangaroos, but he isn't purebred British, so he doesn't go in that category. But he's going in S because he's Ninja's sidekick on the SMP. He's basically a yes man, which is exactly what Ninja needs because he's never wrong. Next up is the guy from Mr. Beast. He's a filler character in the lore of the SMP, so that means he gets to be in the C tier. Next is Bad Boy Halo. Bad Boy Halo is very bad. He has been to prison multiple times in real life. But in the SMP, he's another hunter. But other than that, there's not much to say about him, so I'm just gonna put him with the other hunters. Skippy is next. He is Bad Boy Halo's boyfriend, and I don't want to split them apart, so he's going in D tier also. Nihachu, I think that's how you say it, is the first girl on the list. She was one of the women executed when Lemanberg was taken back under control by Wilmer. She didn't progress the plot very much, and she died in the server, which makes her a weak woman character. And this is sad, because they had the chance to make a strong, empowering woman character like Captain Marvel. This makes her a C tier. Vicstar is another subspecies of British, I guess you could say, so he's not going in the ill British category, but he doesn't really do much in the server, so I guess he's going in D. I was going to add Quackity onto the tier list, but right under his name on the wiki, it says Mexican, and I don't want to look racist, so I'm not going to add him. So, I guess that's the end of the tier list. No one else is really worth adding, so I hope you liked it. And don't forget to like and subscribe.